Oh boy, what's up everyone? Welcome to the Consulting Launch Kit. This is Taylor Welch. I will be co-presenting this with our team. And to be honest, I'm fired up and I'm going to make this training as quick as I can. My goal is not to drown you in training or videos or a bunch of random things that you have to go through to get results. My goal is to take you as quickly as we can from where you are right now through the modules, through the homework, through the exercises so that you can hit the ground running. And I'm so excited for this training because I started just like you did many years ago with experience and education and an expertise. But I did not understand the ground rules or how to put things together or how to monetize my experience or my expertise. And one of the missions of the Wealthy Consultant, which is this company, is to unlock and monetize human expertise. And that's what we're doing. This is the ground level right here. And this is module 1 about unlocking success as a professional consultant. Now, real quick, when I say consultant, you can substitute that with educator or teacher or trainer or coach. A consultant is somebody who transfers expertise or information for a living. So that's what this module is about. And there are several different points. We'll get into it. But once completed with this module, you will have an expert level understanding of the mental game, the mental frameworks that you need to address the challenges that come with developing and growing yourself as a consultant and an entrepreneur. Just like a good business starts with the business plan, a good entrepreneur starts with a mental blueprint so that you can develop yourself and move forward. Now, a quick overview of the whole process. If you are a kind of an OCD person like me, then you like to know where we're going, where you are, you like to know the whole journey. So I'm going to take you through a quick overview. This is module 1. You're right here. This is about unlocking success. We're going to tackle just a couple blueprints and frameworks in this module that'll help you make sure that the success you experience is durable. Module 2 is about finding your niche, your message to market match. Module 3 is about talking to your ideal client profile. We'll explain what that is, how to build it, how to find them, how to talk to them. Module 4 is crafting your perfect offer. I can't wait to get into module 4. It's one of the coolest things in the world when you get to sit down and actually take what's in your brain and put it down on paper, organize it out. It's the coolest. Module 5, titled Launch, is about generating leads so that you can begin selling your service. As we go to market, this is our go-to-market plan and strategy where the rubber meets the road. Module 6 is called Scale. That's about building systems for sustainable growth. And then module 7 is about building the business of your dreams. This is the future pacing. This is how we get into the long-term design and control of what your business turns into. Now, we all start at the same place. This is where you are right now. This is where we all start. We start at this place where we don't exactly know what we're doing. Maybe you have a little bit of expertise. Maybe you do have some history or experience in this, but we all start here at the left side. And what my goal is for you to follow this timeline that we're going to go through here in the next couple of slides. I want your market identified, and I want you to begin talking to your market within the next 30 days. I want your offer created and outlined within the next 60 days. And I want 10 clients enrolled and in the door within 90 days. Now, you may not be 100% certain if that's doable. 10 clients might sound like a lot. You might be like, well, where am I going to find them? Do they have the money? What do I charge? Don't worry about any of that. That's what this product is for. It's the program is for. You don't have to answer those questions on your own. We'll talk to you about pricing and how to talk to them and where to find them, and all of those things are covered. And so actually congratulations for being here, because all of these questions that are attached to this timeline, we've already been through that thousands of times. And we've had thousands of clients that I've had the privilege and the honor of working with. This is not my first rodeo. This is not the first time I've taken somebody from starting here to having their TAM or their market to their offer to their 10 clients enrolled. We've had extraordinary success. And my real main focus and goal over the next couple of weeks and months is to help you transition through this process in the most comfortable but advantageous way possible. Now, the riskiest time of the entire program is the first 30 days. Why? Well, because the habits are being formed in the first 30 days. You will not necessarily have the habits or the routines or the disciplines or the processes necessary to take you to the level that you might want to go and maybe even you deserve to go. But The 30 days that we're about to go on is the bulletproofing time where you get to build your identity, your habits, your routines in such a way that makes success inevitable and effortless. Okay? So we got to lean in during this first tranche here, this first sprint. We got to lean in, take it seriously, and make sure that everything that's instructed in these videos, it's not just random things like, hey, try this. We don't know if it'll, no, it's proven it will work. Go do the homework, follow through on it. If you take it seriously, then the world around you will take it seriously as well. Now, module 1. This is what we're going to cover in module 1. The first is the introduction and the overview. That's where we are right now. You're going through the introduction. We're going through the overview. Number 2 is how to fail. This is inversion secrets from the richest investor in the history of the world. I want to teach you a super cool strategy to make sure that you are successful in whatever it is that you do. Number 3, how to win. This is the big picture of success, the winning system. We're going to install that winning system into your mind and your schedule. Number 4, developing a wealthy mind. This is advanced mental programming. This is what I've taken from some of our extremely expensive and high-level customized programs, and I'm bringing it to you so that you can work it, develop it, and grow. And then we'll talk about navigating the content and curriculum. Before we get going and before we get into the next video, you got to know that this is a big product. It's a big product. This is a massive undertaking by our team. Most people go to school, they take several years learning something, or maybe a combination of some things. They get a job, they learn some painful lessons, they move forward and backwards, and they lose jobs and try to get promoted. And eventually, if they're lucky, they get an opportunity to slowly and painfully grow up the corporate ladder and demonstrate their expertise in exchange for more money. And what the average is that people get from this effort, these years of schooling and frustrating trial and error and just life, is average incomes that aren't that exceptional. When you look at the average income of a neurosurgeon, it's $654,401 per year. I get this from salary.com. The sources are at the bottom. A CMO, Chief Marketing Officer. This is one of the highest level positions in a company. The average salary for a CMO, $343,918. A dentist, $188,175. A tech CEO or a founder, Silicon Valley type people, $224,450 a year. A freelancer fully booked at 40 hours a week, which, by the way, usually freelancers are not booked at 40 hours a week. And if you've done freelance, you know that. But the best of the best, $166,400. These are not exceptional numbers. You may look at this and be like, Taylor, $654K, that ain't that bad. It's not that, well, it's not that bad, but the goal for me is to not just be not bad. I want to be exceptional. I want to be the outlier. In my first year in business, I was able to clear several six figures. My second year of business, I was able to get into the 7-figure territory. How? Well, it was because I was able to learn really quickly the blocks and the building blocks and the blueprint that I'm going to be giving you over the next couple weeks and months as you go through this product. My goals for you, more than anything else, the thing I want is I want to give you freedom. I want to help you create your own freedom. That when you ask yourself the question, can I do what I want to do? The answer is yes. Can I be proud of the contribution I'm making to society? The answer is absolutely yes. Do I get to do what I want to do when I want to do it with the people that I want to do? The answer is yes. This is what real freedom and real wealth looks like. One of the taglines of this brand is wealth redefined. Wealth is not a number. Wealth is a state of being and happiness and enjoyment and fulfillment. And whatever it is that you have been called to do, whatever experiences you have, that your mission is to transfer that learning to other people. We are here to partner with you and support you to make sure that it is a massive win. So just some random numbers that I'm going to give you. And these are not indicative of average figures, nor are they indicative of how much or how little you can earn as a consultant. I just told you what I was able to do in my second year. We have clients all the time that come in and we'll do 7 figures, multi-7 figures. We have 8-figure clients. We have 6-figure clients who are happy and they don't care to do more. But you just take an average product price point of $5,000 per client. You take 10 clients per month and you're already almost at the level of a neurosurgeon. It's crazy. And it's not because you're overcharging. We will teach you how to put together your offer in a way that is just masterful and wonderful and super helpful. And people will be happy and glad to pay you $5,000 per client. They would be happy to pay you $8,000 or $10K or $20K. One of our offers right now is $150,000. In fact, I'm going to show you later a story of someone who actually charged $100,000 for a program. And she's exceptional, and she worked really hard. And you don't just randomly wake up and decide to charge $100K. You have to work for it and you have to earn it. But that's what we're here for, is to show you how to do it. So you look at these numbers, you put together the math, and it's amazing. You can get to 6 figures, then 7 figures, then 8 figures if that's something that you want. And that's our job, is to help teach you, if it's something that you want, to help show you the steps, to help show you the way, if that's what you want. And so the congratulations is in order for you for making an investment into yourself, into the future of your business, even maybe when it was a little bit scary, even when maybe you didn't, feel comfortable with the amount of money. You have done something that very few people do, and that is you have stepped over a line, an invisible line in the sand. You said, I think I'm worth the investment, and I would like to figure out and learn some things that can take my financial future to a new level. Here's just some examples. Look at this. This is Sarah. She's a client. She says, we just wrapped up the launch of a 28-day reboot program. She's a coach that helps people organize. It's amazing. It's such an amazing offer. Helps people organize their house. I want you to look through and skip through this. $42K from a program. She did, I guess, $42K and $28 on no work. But skip to the bottom of this. This is the value of doing the boring, consistent things over time. My goodness. I could not like this anymore. Because as you see, as we build this blueprint and as we install this roadmap, nothing's necessarily going to be like, oh my gosh, this is like Einstein. That's like Nikola Tesla. No, it's simple stuff. It's just the consistency that builds up over time. Here's another one, Cole Taylor. He's a client. He's a cool celebration. To start the year, we decided to slow down and take control of our business. This person was already rolling. They were doing really well. With that, this is posted. We've already contracted $330,000 of new revenue this month. We'll be around $400K end of month once we hit our client cap. Such a solid mental shift from take as many clients as possible. And look, I'm not telling you that you should want to do $333,000 in a month, but I want to draw a bit of a correlation. When you look at the CMO's average annual salary and you look at what Cole is doing in a month of his business with revenue, it's exceptional. It's extraordinary. He worked really hard for this and he did the right things over a long enough period to make it happen. But there's no cap on you once you get this game and once you learn how to organize your business the right way. Here's another one. I told you, I would tell you about Bijal. She's an expert at branding. And she said, I sold a $100,000 brand deal yesterday in a day. Celebrating with the fam, pinch me, it's all happening. And if you look at Bijal's history in her past, she has done the work. And she has showed up consistently, and she has done things even when they did not make sense. She did them because they were advised of her to do, and she's earning the fruits of that right now. Now, your possibility here is not determined by me. It's not determined by what people will pay, because people will pay, to be honest, they'll pay almost anything. Your possibility is determined by your own drive and determination. But I can share with you that hitting these figures, it's not only possible, it's plausible if, and this is the main factor, is the big if you are willing to put in the effort and the energy to actually do this. Like I said, our goal here is simple. We're going to help you achieve freedom, complete, total freedom. And we decide as an organization, when I decide personally that I'm going to go do something, I go all the way in. That's my advice for you right now. I do not plan my exits. I do not look for plan B. We are all the way in thinkers, and that is an ingredient, oftentimes a required ingredient for success in any venture, in anything you set out to do. If you are not all in, if you are house divided, if you cannot set a direction and commit everything to it, it's unlikely that you will be successful. And P.S., I know you're probably nervous. I was nervous when I invested into my first program. I was nervous, and it doesn't necessarily go away. I just invested literally a couple of weeks ago. I threw over $100,000 to get a coach to help me with some area that I needed help with. And I was nervous. I was like, this is a lot of money. But that's a good thing. It's good if you're nervous. Nerves are excitement. Being nervous is really just being excited. Claim that. Reframe that. You're headed in a right direction. And so just own it and go all in. Now, this is the first piece of this module. We've just covered it. This is the introduction overview. We're 15 minutes in. We have a couple of more videos in the first module, and then we get to business. The rubber will start meeting the road. Again, I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so excited for you. I cannot say congratulations enough. And it's not because I feel like I have to. It's because I feel like I am really, really excited to be a part of your journey, a part of your life. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to be here with you. Do not waver. All right, I'll see you in the next video.